Hey everyone, we're really excited. We have another program that we'd like to let everyone know about. This time it's going to be in Huntington at HAC, and Jamie's with me today. So Jamie, let's start it off right away. A very unique program, Manoeuvre de Transformation Alimentaire, kind of like a food handling and processing program. Maybe let's start it off. Like, what is this program kind of about?
So it really started up this year. We met with some companies out of the Haut-Saint-Laurent, so the kind of the Chateauguay Valley area, that were in need of workers and people that come in kind of with a little bit of qualifications, kind of have a little bit of base training. So we partnered with Service Quebec, our first time ever kind of running this type of program. And it's a short-term program to really get people either off social assistance or that have been out of the workforce for a while and then back into industry.
So we're going to explain a little bit of the nuts and the bolts of like who can apply, the hours, location, and how much it costs. Free, a big zero. And the goal is to kind of give that first little sensitization of this is a program that's new to the area, but it meets a lot of the needs of the area. And that's why we're kind of excited that we wanted to talk about it. So the first thing that usually people ask about, well, who can apply for this program? What's that first question?
Always a good question. And I just wanted to say the program is offered in English as well as it's going to be bilingual. So there's not really a language constraint for this one. So if you understand English, you speak some French, it's open to anyone in that sense. You have to have at least a secondary 2. So that means right, you've had a little bit of education. You don't have to have in high school leaving. It's a local program that we've developed really to meet the company needs in the area. And so our requirements at New Frontiers is secondary 2.
That's
and then
grade 8 for everyone. Just
grade 8, yes, grade 8. So yeah, at least a grade 8 completion. And then Service Quebec has specific requirements too in order for it to be free to take the training. So of course, there's some criteria I can list for Service Quebec, but it's really dependent on each individual case. So you as an individual, you can call us to register, but you have to go through the Service Quebec application process. So usually to get Service Quebec funding, you have to be on a social assistance or have been on social assistance, been out of the workforce for about a year, and a single parent. So they try and help kind of people that meet that criteria.
And that's where we want people to understand you don't have to be everything, but we want you to take the chance to apply. It doesn't cost anything. You put your name in and we will contact you. And as you said, they're going to look at each dossier case by case. So we want you to take that leap of faith. Even if you don't take the program, that's okay. It's better to apply, get your name in there. Let's look at your file and then they can decide if you're eligible or not.
Absolutely. And like I said, right, if you've been out of the workforce, I say a year. But each individual, it's really dependent on what you've been through and your end goal, right? Our end goal to help you guys is to get back into the workforce. That's the biggest thing, is to get these qualifications and then have you working in a local business in about 3 months.
And that's what's exciting. There's a lot of local parts of this program. So you kind of know who can apply now. Like what's unique about this program? Maybe we can talk about some of the things you'll learn and the nuts and bolts, like the hours and stuff like that. So maybe we can dive into that one.
Yeah, so the program, like I said, it's geared towards the industries in the area. So we have a lot of food handling industries in the area. So there's going to be, within this 3-month program, there's a health and safety course. So to be safe on the workplace. There's a food handling course, so to make sure it's all proper with hygiene and sanitation, and then working on the warehouse procedures, working on an assembly line, kind of teaching you the nitty-gritties of that, so you have a better knowledge coming into the company. And a lot
of these skills are transferable locally to these companies, but these are skills you're going to use potentially down the line in a lot of the opportunities, right? So once you have this in your toolbox, it can really help you in a lot of choices down the line.
Yeah, and it really builds up your CV, which is included in our program, how to build a CV, working on those interview skills, going into the companies after and nailing that interview and getting a job.
So that's kind of what's in it. And now here's some, how long does it take? And what am I going to get out of it if maybe I take this program?
Yeah, and the biggest thing, so yeah, like it's on the screen, 3 months at the end of the 3 months, or in the 3 months, there's a 3-week stage. So you go into the companies, you really get to apply those skills you're learning. And then at the end of that course, you can walk away you'll have an interview. So an interview with the local company that would hopefully you then, right, you have your CV built, you have those skills under your belt. you've been in stage for 3 weeks, probably within that company, that hopefully you can walk in and potentially get a job.
And this is the job market telling us, the local companies telling us, saying we need employees in this. It's not that there's no jobs to be had. They're, sometimes bringing people in from Montreal. They're having a very hard time filling these positions. So they're very excited of having some people getting the skills they need, who are local also, who are wanting to work locally. The chances, like you said, of maybe, getting that job with a guaranteed interview at the end of this program when you've completed it. We can't promise anything, and that's going to be dependent on you, but you're in the right position with the right people to maybe get the right job moving forward.
Absolutely. And really, you got nothing to lose, right? So if you meet those checks with the requirements of admission, you got nothing to lose. You're building up these skills. There are skills that you have then on your CV for life. Trust me when I say a lot of these courses that we've put in here, it's a need in all industries, not just in the food safety, right? So there's a lot of different things. It's starting this fall, so it starts in September, offered at the Adult Center in Huntington, so the Huntington Adult Education and Community Center. That's HAC right there on the screen. And that's where the training's offered, and we're hoping that we'll be working with those local companies around HAC in the Haut-Saint-Laurent to offer the training, or for the stages, yeah.
And that's what we said. So maybe this might be perfect for you, or you may know someone, your family, that this is something that they just know about. Don't be shy to apply and kind of put your name out there. And that's kind of like the final thing that we'll talk about today. Okay, we've done the pitch. You understand kind of what the training's about, why it would be a good idea maybe to take it to benefit you and your future endeavors. What do they do next? We go to the website is the first thing.
Go to the website. We have a page specifically for this program. It gives you all the details, and we have a form to fill out. So fill out that form. Even if you're unsure about if you meet the criteria or what it is, I'm sure you probably have 20 questions after watching this video. So yeah, fill out the form, put in your info, even ask their questions, and it'll be myself or a counselor, maybe Jane or Chuck, that contacts you to kind of follow up on it. And like I said, just put in your name. You're not tied to anything. We can then, have a conversation about your goals and where you're going, and to see if this program is a fit for you. So
it's short term, it costs you nothing, and you may get a job out of it, the end of it. A lot of wins can be had there. Thanks, Jamie, for bringing this to everyone's attention. This is the first time we're putting out information. Please share this in your network if you have people that might be interested. Tout le monde, comme on a dit, c'est bilingue. So if you have a working understanding of English, but you're not, at that level, que tu penses que tu es complètement bilingue, c'est correct. C'est quelque chose pour la communauté. It's something for everyone of the area. Please consider this moving forward. Thanks very much, Jamie.
Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Bye.